Hey guys, what is going on? Back with another video. Upload this a little bit later, but I'm just still driving on the way back from the lake, but I had another thing pop up in my mind. Had to get it typed up here on my phone, make sure I didn't forget about it, but I apologize if it's a little dark here in my truck. Hopefully it's not, but whether it is too dark or not, I'm just going to post up the video no matter what, because I don't want to forget about what I'm going to say in this video. So basically the topic of this video is, it's going to sound like some very fluffy snowflake bullshit, but it is another, just like the last video, it is so true, because mindset is so key with owning a business, especially. I mean, in life in general, having the right mindset is very important, but in owning a business, you have the whole world around you they don't know what you're trying to do. They don't see your vision. Whether your vision is just to have a job for yourself, which there's nothing wrong with, but if you're someone who wants to be building a business that eventually runs on its own and makes you money while you are sleeping or on vacation or whatever, I mean, the passive income dream life, whatever that people always say, that's possible, but you're gonna have to bust your ass to get there and build a business with a team of people that are doing the right things, and the right people, right places, doing the right things that they need to do. But that's not for this video. So I mean, when you have a vision to live your ideal life, the people around you, they just go to their 9-to-5 jobs every single day. I mean, I noticed it just even today at the 4th of July celebration that I was at. Just looking around, I'm like, man, I wonder how many of these people, I mean, there's probably a few thousand people at this parade and fireworks or not fireworks, but just this whole parade and things that were all going on, and just wondering, like, man, a lot of these people have to go to work tomorrow, and whether they like their job or not, whatever, I mean, they work their 9 to 5, 8, whatever, 8 to 5, 7 to 4, I don't care. They have to work their job, and they don't understand your mind as a business owner. I mean, for most people that own businesses, you have a totally different shift. You have a completely different mindset. Your mind shifts from probably when you're first 15, 16 years old. If you don't start a business then, I mean, you work a job for a little while and then you start your business after high school or during high school, whatever. But you have a totally different mindset. These people don't get what your vision is. So you're going to be just bombarded by people, whether it's your grandparents, some of your friends. I mean, I know I've kind of said this in the last video a little bit, but I'll be getting to my point that makes this a little bit different than the last one. But you're just going to be bombarded by people that don't see your vision, they don't understand what you're trying to do, and they're going to be saying, oh, you gotta go get this job, or you gotta go to school longer, or you gotta do this, and I mean, if the advice isn't from someone who you want to be getting advice from, then you got to really take into account who the advice is coming from. I mean, if it's coming from a business owner, then okay, maybe you take it a little more seriously. But if it's just your uncle who's been an accountant for a while or whatever, I mean, nothing against accountants, we need them. Trust me, as a business owner, you will need a very good accountant. But if you got your uncle who's telling you you got to do this in your business or do that, and that's like, if he's not done it, if he hasn't done it and he doesn't have your vision, you don't want to be taking advice from him. I mean, take his advice with a grain of salt is really what I want to say with that. But you're going to be constantly bombarded with tons of just negativity coming from all circles within your life, and you gotta just look past it. When I had first started out my first internet business, this is before I even launched the Rookie's Guide, I was still working on it. I had some of my relatives were trying to tell me, oh, you're trying to do this internet thing, why don't you go back to school? This is last year, and they're telling me that I graduated from college 3 years ago with a degree in horticulture, and I mean, I got student loans to pay for, things like that, but it's like, I couldn't even really explain in a way that they would understand when these relatives were telling me, oh, you should just go to school because you learn they're saying you should go to school for IT and go get a job in that. I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. I can learn on my own a lot better than I can in school. It's just the way you learn in school sucks, in my opinion. Memorize this shit and then try to put it all out on this test and answer these damn questions that you have to be tested on, and you have to hurry up and cram before you take this test the night before, and it's like, fuck that shit, man. I don't like college. In my opinion, it's not needed, especially if you're going to be a business owner. I mean, it's definitely needed if you're going to be an engineer, doctor, lawyer, anything medical field, anything science field, where you really can't learn it on your own quite that well yet. I mean, don't get me wrong, but in the future that will change for sure, especially with how the internet is totally evolving things. I mean, the information that you can get nowadays is just, I mean, like look at the Rookie's Guide here, where I mean, you can literally start a business from nothing. You just have to be willing to bust your ass and work hard at it and take action. I mean, that's the hardest part with it. But sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. I like talking about this kind of subject just because it's so interesting for a business owner, because you're the complete opposite of 99% of the world, really. I mean, that's the way that it seems. And but yeah, so I had family members telling me that I should be going to school for IT because I want to own internet businesses, and it's like, no. I mean, what they're teaching you, oftentimes, even in marketing classes, if you're just going to school for business, is, I mean, the stuff that they're teaching is practically outdated by the time they teach you, because the world moves so fast now that it gets past what they teach. So sorry to get sidetracked with that whole thing, but yeah, you're going to get absolutely bombarded with negativity, so don't let that shit slow you down one fucking bit. Stay at it. Just keep grinding away at your business, and in 6 months, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, whatever your goals may be, that your vision will come to life, and then they'll be like, oh shit, what he was saying is actually true. What the hell? Oh, hey man, congrats is what they'll be saying. Or, can I get a job with you? Or, oh, I always believed in you. Or they'll be saying shit like that, because that's what I've been starting to get now. After actually, I totally cut off my circle of friends I had 5 years ago when I first started my landscape business. But if I were still talking to most of those people, they'd be saying, oh geez, I always believed in you, or some bullshit like that. So yeah, with all that being said, I apologize if the quality of the video is shitty. The content is good. I'm gonna make one more video here before it gets dark, because I have something awesome to say, and I got a little time because I'm still driving. It's about a 2.5 hour trip, so watch out for the next video. It's got more good shit in it. Also, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit us up Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. Do it up.